Hello, welcome. Going to play Ghostbusters on the Sega Master System. I'll let a little of the song play. You can see some of the lyrics as well, but this song loops through the whole gameplay, so I'm gonna be hearing it for a while. Okay, so you can start a new game or use a password. I'm going to use a password. All it does is carry over your bank account to a new game. And the game's not very long, so there's no progress to really save. But this allows me to just get whatever I want and not have to worry about earning money in that first section. So if you start a new game, you get $10,000. Let's say you need 30 to 40 to do what you want to do. But it just keeps building. Use your password, then you get a new password at the end of every game. So you reach a point where you got tons of money. And this account here has a lot. Almost 200,000, which you'd never spend. I mean, you'll see here, there's not that much to spend money on. I mean, the best car is 12,000. So the cars are rated in speed and how many items they carry. I'm gonna buy the hearse since it's the traditional Ghostbusters car. But the other cars, the common and sports, are much faster. You can buy a turbocharger, but I don't think I really need to. So there's a lot of stuff. Some are better versions of others, like high capacity traps versus ghost traps. There's super versions of things down here. The wall is used to slow down. It's the gatekeeper or keymaster. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to buy the super ghost vacuum to capture ghosts as you drive. The paralysis system, which slows the ghosts where you're using traps on. The super ion beam, which is misspelled here. Beams, the charge will last longer. Confinement system lets you store ghosts in your car rather than having to go back to HQ to empty traps. Get some high capacity traps. Some ghost bait, which if you're trying to make money, you need. See, if you don't have 10,000 at the end of part 1 of the game is over. So you need the ghost bait to prevent the Marshmallow Man from forming and crushing buildings, because you lose $4,000 every time he does that. The bait will earn you $2,000 when you use it. So you don't really need all these other sensors, but I've got room in the car. I'm gonna buy them. They give you like a heads up when something's going to happen. And the image intensifier makes the ghosts more solid, or makes them solid. Otherwise, they look like transparent. But I think it makes it easier to use the beam on them as well. And so the car is now full. So how much did we spend? A little over 30,000. Okay, so now you'll see here the gatekeeper and keymaster wandering around. 4 yellow ghosts that move towards Zool. The red building means there's ghosts currently there. And move the logo up to it, then drive there. So we drive, you gotta dodge blue cars and construction stop signing. I don't know, some kind of construction going on. If you hit it, the car blows up. And you lose money. It doesn't end the game if you ruin the car. It slows you down and you lose money. So we capture some ghosts which got some money. You can go back to the shop. I'll just show it to you since it's there and there's not much to see in the early goings. It takes a while for a lot of ghosts to show up. So if you didn't spend all your money initially, you could go back if you didn't fill your car is the other thing. Because if your car is full, you can't remove things. Not that I know of. So nothing for me to buy here. So you drive, you can, if you touch these yellow ghosts, they freeze in place until you start driving. It leaves them on your route. So you can use the ghost vacuum. That'll earn some money. Oh, got crushed. Just showing you HQ, I believe. That's what I was doing. Yep, there we go. That hearse is always in there, and when you go to the shop screen, it's not because I bought the hearse, it's always going to show that car. So there's nothing to really do right now except drive around and get these yellow guys. You can go to any locations, but there'll be no ghosts there. See, the purple is a heads up. There's probably going to be ghosts there. They might not be there when I arrive, but the building's going to turn red eventually. That's because of all the junk I bought, the meters and whatnot. If the building turns white, it means the Marshmallow Man's gonna be appearing and smashing those buildings. See, if I didn't buy that intensifier, these guys would be flickering to look transparent. I'm hoping to show you all 4 parts. I don't expect to win the game, but I've done so many recordings and I keep messing up part 3. So I don't know if I'll get to it. And I've been playing for 3 hours straight, so I'm tired of doing this section over and over. I went to a building with no ghosts just to drive around. We'll see, but that third part, it's not, I wouldn't call it hard. In fact, I got there when I was practicing, and I got past it. My first shot today when I was practicing. But I wasn't recording at the time, I was just refreshing my memory on how to play the game, and I happened to do my best when I was doing that, but yet no recording of it. Basically, there's 4 parts. This is at least 90% of the game, this part here. It's like 20 minutes. No ghosts. And this part's easy. It's just, if you're starting a new game, it might be a little hard. Just because you don't have the best equipment. You gotta go back to HQ a bunch if you need to empty traps or refresh your beam power. But once you finish a game with decent money, it'll just get easier and easier from there. If you don't have 10,000, the game just ends after part 1. Every ending is just a bunch of text. There aren't any like cinematics or cinematic like still images kind of thing. It's just a solid colored screen with text. I don't know if and it's probably some kind of ending, but I don't know that I ever beat this game. 'Cause I don't know how to beat the last guy. At least I don't remember. I mean, I got there once today and I did terrible. Right now I'm using beam power. See that bar at the bottom? So you have to go back to HQ if you want to recharge that. So part 2 is just running past Marshmallow Man. You don't actually fight him. That only takes like 10 seconds. There's not much to it. You just gotta get 2 guys past him into a door. part 3, you have to maneuver at least one guy up to the top of the building. That can be tricky. There's 4 types of ghosts there. One throws things. That's what's getting me, the thrower. That one you just maneuver the guy up and down stairs and shoot straight or diagonally. And part 4 is the battle on the rooftop, which I guess is Zool, and then 2 of those dog-like creatures. I don't know if they move. When the battle starts, they shoot one. I don't know, it's not a bullet, but it's more or less like that. And then Zool launches a whole bunch of laser beams or whatever at once, and it's like hard not to get hit. But I may not be able to include that screen for you. I don't know. Posting this the week of a new Ghostbusters movie. So the first movie released in 1984. This game came out in 1987. There's other Ghostbuster games, but I don't know if there are any based on part 2. So this is actually a port of a computer game by Activision. The Genesis game is different than this game. I don't own that game, though I did rent it back when it came out in the 90s. That one's considered good. I think this game is good too. There's not a lot to it, I guess, once you have it all figured out and have your big bank account. But obviously it looks and sounds good for the system, and for a movie license, a lot of, there's always, everyone knows movie license games are usually bad, but this one isn't bad, and the Genesis game's considered good. And then there was more recently a game called Ghostbusters the video game, which is also a good game. So Ghostbusters license is done fairly well when it comes to video games. The NES game got weak reviews. It's different than this one, though. I've never played it, so I don't know what it's like. But overall, I think the license has done well for itself. The one on the Ghostbusters, the video game that's on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Wii, and also later brought to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch, it's considered like part 3 as far as the movie storylines. The new movie is set, I guess pretty much equal to how much time has passed from that first movie, because the characters have grandkids now, and they are the protagonists, I believe. And there was another movie, but that was separate. It's a Ghostbusters movie, but I think it's considered, part of that universe of the first movies. And there was another game that came out around then, but it didn't have any movie characters in it. That one was like an overhead shooter. Oh, I crashed right into it. Although I don't normally have vlog posts for Let's Play videos, I'm gonna leave a link in the video description. I scanned a bunch of magazines, old magazines, the coverage of Ghostbusters games. I don't have any coverage of this game though. It predates most of my magazines. So what you'll see are some reviews and previews, and strategy, walk through things from some of my magazines of the NES, Game Boy, and Genesis game. Most of it is of the Genesis game. I've got a lot of coverage for that. Okay, so the city's PK energy is reaching red now, which means the Marshmallow Man's about to form. See that building's turned white. That's the one he's gonna go for. If I use the bait, I'll stop him and earn $2,000. Which I will do, but I'll also let him crush at least one building so you can see what happens. See, they turn green. I use the bait to stop them. And notice there's only two types of ghosts in these capture sequences. These guys are called roamers, and of course the others are slimers. You don't buy the... I don't even know if I'm repeating myself because I've recorded this video so many times. If you don't buy the image intensifier, these guys look transparent. And it is possible if you miss that they'll attack you. Alright, Marshmallow Man's gonna form soon. I'll let it go. If they attack you, either they touch your guy and he falls over. You have to go back to HQ to get more guys if you lose two, I guess. Oh, my beam power. I just realized it was out. Yeah, they swarmed me. Gotta go back to HQ. Yeah, there goes Marshmallow Man. I'll let him crush. You lose 4,000. Not a big deal. Oh, I'm just going to get that guy, and I hit the sign. Now we're almost done with the section. Better use the bait, because I really need that 2,000. It says up top, if you notice, the mayor awards you $2,000. Marshmallow alert. It's probably my last stop here because the meter's moving quick. It's gonna be red fully soon. If I owned any Ghostbusters toys, I would have done a Ghostbuster toy post, but I don't have any toys. I don't even remember if there were toys aside from the cartoon. Real Ghostbusters has its own video game and it had a toy line, but I think the movies did. So here, you just gotta walk past him into the doorway. Gotta get two guys past him. No, I mean he's big, but he's not movie big. Like he's not even reaching the second story. Alright, now here's the section that can be annoying. Problem is really the throwing guys, but you gotta move quick because they constantly spawn, and they'll spawn below you too. Pays to move fast. There's a thrower now. See? I knew I was gonna get trapped. I wanted to get the thrower because they'll throw higher, they'll throw it off walls, and then they'll bounce into you. Like they'll get your feet a lot of the time. It pays to get them all because they also start moving up the screen. but it helps to go fast too. I don't know, is Slimer gonna come up and get me? Oh no, a thrower. Go, go, go! This other one is very sporadic. I made it. Yay! Alright, at least you get to see every sequence. But I'll probably lose here. See, I don't even know what to do. Well, I mean, you gotta shoot him, and I guess I got him a bunch. Oh, he refreshes his health. Oh yeah, I did okay that first time, but I'm gonna lose. I guess you just move back and forth and try not to get hit. It's like a shooter. But those guys start really unloading too. I'm not even hitting them. Ah. Oh well. It's annoying. Gorza is the bad guy's name in the Zool. Good, I get even more money. Oh well. Sorry I couldn't get to the ending. I just don't even know if I ever beat this game. So, thanks for watching.